It's 2020. It's interesting to think how much snowboarding gave to us. Love, passion, happiness, fear, disappointment, confidence, deeper connections for all that is nature. Travel experiences, multicultural eye-openers, better understanding of our body and soul relationship, injuries, sadness, lesson, bounce backs, state of flow, laughter, lifelong friendships, family, freedom, so much more. Snowboarding gave us so much. Did we create it all? Was it all just a dream? It sure feels like a dream. Did it even happen at all?
For me, it all started in 1991 at my home resort of La Valinois, 350 meter high, 100% natural snow. That was a time when we still had to fight for a ride, to ride everywhere on the hill. Snowboarding was young and so inspiring back then. To me anyways. That's all I wanted to do. Snowboarding found me and there was no turning back.
Automne l'après-midi, y'a moi pis Nick sur Kijiji en train de chercher chaque secret dans les campeurs qu'on y rêvait. Une fois trouvé, ben excité, on a commencé à empaqueter les palettes, les sleds et la boisson, l'orignal, la raclette, les pots maçons. Dernière côte dans l'air sur la rue Tremblay, c'est qu'on passe l'hiver, le couteau d'un dent. Ski in, ski out, ça marchait un pas. Chauffé meublé, à part de ça. D'après moi, les étoiles se sont enlignées. Depuis 20 novembre, y'arrête pas de neiger. Une saison de rêve au Valinois. Marinique pis moi, hostie que ouais prêt. Hostie que ouais prêt. It's Valley life, it's Valley life, it's Valley life, it's Valley life. It's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Le cadran sonne samedi matin, 2 œufs bacon, le chou-bon des mains.
So it was very wild to go back to Quebec with David. Since I grew up there, and just to be there and to bond like with each other and be like to connect it back to the roots, like that's the main reason why, like how we started snowboarding, and like just hitting a side hit and like all together, and you know, back at the ski resort where we're from is quite the trip.
It's Valley life, it's Valley life. It's what it's all about. It's what it's all about. On hike dans l'ouest avant l'ouverture, pas de minute à perdre avant que l'année soit dure. Accro à la poudre, on a le goût de se lâcher. On crie aux skieurs, restez dans le damé. Restez dans le damé. Enfilante les arbres comme un samouraï, tu vas griffer ben safe, je sais comment tu railles. Prends la deuxième griffe, moi c'est là la voie. Et on se pointe ça jusqu'en bas. It's Valley life, it's Valley life, it's Valley life, it's Valley life. It's what it's all about. It's what it's all about. Rendu 3 heures d'après-midi, on se colle un pichet au Yeti à se compter nos slash, nos petits exploits. Indy, un still fish, un 360. Le sourire pendu jusqu'aux oreilles, journée poudreuse, y'a rien.
I'm just so grateful for the group of friends that I got to snowboard a lot with back then. The Valley gang, the 418 crew, all those guys were just so inspiring to me, and that really, I owe them a lot as far as what they brought to me into my career and my drive to snowboard. We would just always be pushing each other and trying to go bigger, go faster, learn new tricks. So definitely that was a big part of
It's valley life, that's what it's all about.
I remember at the time the powerful crew we had was called the 418, and these guys were killing half pipe jumps, but there was no one really in that crew focusing on handrails that much. So me and Etienne Gilbert, Phil Paris, Matt Laroche started to go out in the street a bit more with Oli Gagnon, which was a really good photographer. He started to send those street photos to the magazine, and we started to get a bit more attention from the media. So it was kind of creating this new generation of snowboarder from Quebec, where these guys were actually being recognized as street snowboarders. So the level of snowboarding just started to increase so much because the kids generation under us started to get this to go to the same spot and do gnarlier tricks, do something more technical. So it seems like the generations fed each other, for a long period of time now. It's been 20 years, and it seems like we came full circle because we keep seeing evolution of the French Canadian snowboarders. Now it's guys like Frank Bourgeois, which is putting a total new dimension on what's possible in street snowboarding. And it's just kind of something that we don't know where it's going to end. It keeps evolving and it keeps getting more creative every year. So it's kind of nice to see the progression for sure.
418 Camp was a way for us to already kind of give back to the younger generation and pass on what we've learned through the only a couple years of snowboarding and pipe we did. It was pretty cool to see that some of those guys that were campers at 418 Camp, Louis, Frank Bourgeois, Frank Capro, Phil Jacques, they just went on to become superstar. And these guys inspired another generation of riders like Mark Tremblay and Simon Martel.
Some of us decided to move out west to ride bigger terrains, bigger mountains. Some others, like me, decided to stick here and progress their snowboarding in the streets. Guy like David Melançon that spent his whole career in Whistler, now back on the East Coast and still gets after it in the search of new location and stuff like that. For example, that step down that we found and it's near a place, and we always go there for a good session when the snow's good.
I think it's quite important to bring back the kids back to their roots. Our daughter started snowboarding on that same exact hill, and now here we are, right in the backyard. We used to live right there, right at that house. It's pretty special to come back here with the kids. You guys ready? Yeah. I think Reeve's gonna try a spin and he's ready to go. 360 or 180, and he said I will not give up until I land it.
I'm so ready. Got this. Maybe one move.
Oh, yes! That's when you go.
That was huge!
Yeah!
I have a lot of roots and history here in Colorado. I started snowboarding here. I became a pro snowboarder here in the Vail Valley, and I also had my first child here. And I love to come back and visit my family, my friends, and this community I grew up in, and share it with my kids.
I was born here in Colorado. Colorado is in my blood. I love snowboarding with my family. I like to see how my brother follows my dad around on the mountain and how I try to do as good as my dad and my mom. It's really fun to be on the mountain with my parents and my brother and my family. I really enjoy snowboarding with my mom and dad. I love it when there's jumps so I can hit them. I'm grateful for having a mom and dad that snowboards with me. Colorado feels like home, but our home is in BC.
But 1999 was really the year. Super Park at Mammoth, 418 camp at Bromridge. 1999. Turned pro that year. Met my soulmate. Found a home in BC. Nowadays, if I'm not riding with the family, I still like to get out in the backcountry with some friends. And usually these days it's with the Yachts team. It's pretty rad to go out there, rip some lines and hit some natural jumps and just feed off each other's energy and you know, just get after it. And it's also fun to be able to take a step back and, you know, remember how many days I get to spend out there filming, thinking of how many filming days the future will bring to those guys.
Being out in the mountains with those guys and growing friendships, it just felt like I was at home. That's really what the mountains are about. It's like being out there with friends, new and old, and just kind of living in the nature with these people and using it at your own discrepancy and how you want to utilize the mountains. And it's just really fun to be out there with people that you really enjoy being around.
when you snowboard in the backcountry like that with your friends, like it really brings like this this deeper friendship. Like you like rely on your friend and they rely on you, and it goes a long way. And it's not only about snowboarding and being an athlete for yes, it's more about like being part of the family. We connect deeply like as snowboarders, and friendship goes way further than you expect it. Snowboarding is awesome.
Ride on your taxi cab, I'm calling for you. Corbin, Dallas, flights must do get to me. Corbin, Dallas, ride on your taxi cab, I'm calling for you. Corbin, Dallas, you gotta save us all, you gotta save.
Fuck! My bad, dude.
25, it's a brand new era, so crowded to survive. We need a 50 limit, like baby you want a star, a dreamer, a lover, baby you want a champion, a vision, a fashion, baby you want a star, a dreamer, a lover, baby you want more than everything. Ride on your taxi cab, I'm calling for you. Corbin, Dallas, flights must do get to me. Corbin, Dallas, ride on your taxi cab, I'm calling for you. Corbin, Dallas, you gotta save us all, you gotta save me. Corbin. 2020 something, it's all falling apart. Countdown to all or nothing. Hold me till that day we die. Baby, you want a star, a dreamer, a lover. Baby, you want a champion, a vision, a fashion. Baby, you want a star, a dreamer, a lover. Baby, you want more than everything. Ride on your taxi cab, I'm calling for you. Corbin, Dallas, flights must do get to me. Corbin, Dallas, ride on your taxi cab, I'm calling for you. Corbin, Dallas, you gotta save us all, you gotta
It wasn't all a dream. It all happened, and we were all part of it. We all manifested it, I think. Because I do believe if you dream big, soon you will be living those dreams. I am so grateful for all these opportunities, all the friends I made, all the places I've been, all the things I've learned, all the waves I've paddled to, all the mountains I've stood on top of, my wife, my kids, snowboarding. You made me who I am. I owe you. I am here. I'm here for the love of snowboarding.